Hi, boys and girls. It is the creator of Bored with Miss Reynolds, Better Off Reading Every Day. And I have a good one for you on this first day of 2025. So many of my kids last year were losing their first, their second, their third tooth. And it was a big celebration in school. Every time I was walking through the halls, it was, "Look, Miss Reynolds, I just lost my tooth." Or in weekend news, it was, "I lost my tooth over the weekend." Or, "Look, I have a shaky tooth." And I would always say, just point at it. Don't put your fingers in your mouth, because we don't want anyone to get sick. All these touching of the inside of the mouth and the tooth and the... it's been something. And the tooth fairy came to so many of their homes to visit. So I wanted to read to you Bear Loses Tooth. And I have some friends with me. I have Timmy the Tooth. He's kind of famous. And I have my Stuffy here with his teeth. And I have, of course, Bear. Bear Loose Tooth. Bear Loose Tooth. I wonder if he's gonna lose his tooth. Do you see what I did there? I said Bear loses a tooth, but I was tricking you. It's Bear's Loose Tooth. Let's see what happens. From a cave in the forest came a munch, munch, crunch, as Bear and his friends all nibbled on their lunch. Bear savored every bite. He gulped and he gobbled. Then there in his mouth something wiggled and it wobbled. Bear savored every bite. As Bear nibbled food, something moved when he chewed. It was Bear's loose tooth. Bear pointed in his mouth and he said, "Oh dear, my tooth feels funny. It's the one right here." Bear frowned and he worried. Tears welled in his eyes. "But how will I eat if my tooth says goodbye?" How will I eat if my tooth says goodbye? Hare said, "Open wide." Then he looked inside and saw Bear's loose tooth. Mouse squeaked, "Don't fret, don't fuss. Look, see? A new tooth will grow where the old one used to be." "We'll help," said Wren. "I know what to do. It's out with the old and in with the new." Wren perched on Bear's lip, and he got a good grip on Bear's loose tooth. Wren pulled on the tooth with all his might. "Is it out?" asked Bear, but it stayed stuck tight. "I'm a bit too small for the job," said Wren, "so I'll grab the tooth," but the tooth stayed in. Badger said, "I'll try," and he gave a big pry on Bear's loose tooth. They all took a turn, but the tooth wouldn't budge. They all took a turn pulling at Bear's loose tooth, but the tooth wouldn't budge. Then Bear used his tongue, and he gave a little nudge. His tooth wiggled to and fro. Then what do you know? Bear's tooth fell out. Bear's tooth fell out. Bear danced a big dance. Bear grinned a big grin. Bear held up his tooth, and he showed all his friends. Bear danced a big dance. Bear grinned a big grin. He held up his tooth and showed all his friends. Bear looked in the mirror, and he laughed at his smile. A new tooth would come, but it might take a while. That night in bed, right next to his head, lay Bear's loose tooth. Right there in bed laid Bear's loose tooth. While he slept and he snored, a fairy fluttered in, and she left berries where Bear's tooth had been. She left berries where Bear's tooth had been. He woke in the morning and found the sweet treat. Bear's friends came for breakfast. They sat down to eat. Bear gulped and he gobbled and he felt something wobble. Uh-oh. gulped and he gobbled and he felt something wobble. Uh-oh. Bear's loose tooth. And that is the end, boys and girls, of Bear's Loose Tooth. It is B.O.R.E.D with Miss Reynolds, Better Off Reading Every Day. I do not own the rights to this book that I have read to you, or these stuffies that are here with me today. But I love storytelling magic, and the magic of today's story is I have Bear right here with me, celebrating his loose tooth. I have my friend here that I usually have whenever I read any books about the tooth fairy or loose teeth. And I have Timmy the Tooth, which is an actual character. I've had him for many years. He's an actual tooth. Can you see? And he used to have his own show that my daughter used to love to watch. And it was all about Timmy the Tooth. You should look it up. You will love it. My daughter grew up with him. And basically, there he is in the bow tie. Timmy the Tooth. I hope you love this story as much as I did. And boys and girls, every story that I've read so far that has anything to do with the tooth fairy or losing a tooth or teeth has these two characters in there with it. Because there's no story unless they're there. This one has some big teeth, and Timmy is a tooth himself. I hope that you get to check them out, and I will see you again really, really soon. And if you are losing a tooth, you lost some teeth, and you want to put them under your pillow when you go to sleep, that is perfectly fine. The tooth fairy always finds you, no matter where you are, because that is what she does. Guess what? When one tooth falls out, another one comes in. It's just the miracle of life. The miracle of life. When one falls out, one comes in. I'll see you again soon. Bye. Better Off Reading Every Day. Celebrating all of my friends with their loose tooth.